you can't get art like that. You got to either rent it or you just got to buy it outright. Hey, Hulk, come on, man. You got a lot of people out here standing in line.
Oh, shit.
What happened? Something dying?
Take it easy. Take it easy. Hulk smells like roses.
Good afternoon, my comic book junkies, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome just to a regular comic book in the raw haul. Bunch of everything here. I'm going to start this off right away with just some stuff I picked up at a yard sale. For 50 cents, picked up this DVD, Lone Survivor. I typically don't watch rated R movies, but this is one that I've kind of read up on and wanted to see, so I went ahead and watched it. Kind of a little bit sad. That's the only thing I didn't like about it. But great cinematography, great acting. I mean, it has kind of a happy ending, but I liked it. 50 cents. Check it out. Mark Wahlberg. Next one of the greatest Western movies ever made. Another 50 cents. All this next stuff I'm showing is from the same yard sale. All-star cast, directed by Yul Brynner. What's interesting about this is I did a little research on it. There was a movie that came out like a year or two earlier that had been filmed in Mexico, and so the Mexican people and government didn't like that they painted the Mexican people in a bad light. So when they secured locations, they had to meet certain criterias, not to paint the Mexican people as weak or in any kind of bad light. Just an interesting background. My wife's always on me when I'm watching TV shows and movies. I like researching it while I'm watching it. So she's like, you can't just never relax, sit back and enjoy a movie. So at the same yard sale, I picked up one of these Bantam books or Tempo books. I don't even know. I think this could probably be from 78 to 80 somewhere. I didn't even look it up. That was $0.25. Cool. I always pick those up when I can find them, especially when they're super cheap. Picked up this Justice League. Now, the Green Lantern I just wanted to tighten the bag. Best of DC number 21. These were coming out when I was a teenager. You could see them at the checkout lines in the grocery stores. So cool. They're all full of reprints. I don't know if any of them were ever any original material. But you can see 100 pages of all-star action. So I picked that one up. And I didn't put the info on it. So that was $0.25. And then I got these three also for $0.25. And Best of DC number 22. And then Best of DC number 20. I read this one. Really good. A lot of good reprints. So yeah, so all that stuff I picked up at one yard sale. Rarely do I ever find any comic related stuff at yard sales. So that was kind of exciting. So the next stuff I'm going to show you is I picked up from my comic shop. So everything I'm going to show you up to the last 3 books were free. The last 3 books had $20 a piece on them. So they equaled $60. But he gave me everything for $60. So I thought it was a really good deal. This was $250, but then it ended up being free. The price guide from 1980, 85, I think, number 15, just a cool C.C. Beck cover. And the reason I picked it up was because of that, because it looks, Golden Age. It has a really cool, extensive interview and history. I don't think it's an interview, it's a history of C.C. Beck. From the day he was born up until the day he died is a really, really good. It's like 7 or 8 pages long. I read that and it's super interesting. A lot of stuff I didn't know. He has a couple of those over there at the comic shop, but they're not, they don't have Golden Age covers. So this was free, 100 silver bags and boards. No big deal, but just wanted to show it because that was part of the lot. So the 3, 4, 5. So the next 5 books with that were free. So I picked up, this is the only new comic book that I buy. and I was actually going to cancel it after 99, and I thought it was kind of running into the ground and wasn't really, the writing seemed to be like not quite as good as when Tinian started on it. 100 turned me around. I liked it. I liked the direction it went. Was not kind of expecting some of the things that happened, and that's what I look for when a book that I'm reading, good writing. When you can't tell what's going to happen, and there's surprise endings and subplots. That's a sign of a good writer. So I picked up 101, Matina cover, which I think is pretty cool. I usually like to pick up the A covers though. I like the trade dress on them. This was in the 50-cent bin. I checked that out when I left to make sure it was nothing, like last time I got a bunch of Bronze Age. I just thought that was really cool. Jingle Bell, kind of a good girl cover, number 1. I think there's two volumes, so this is volume 1, number 1. And it's pretty cool. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Harley Quinn. Christmas theme, always good to have those, especially for Christmas theme hauled comic books. I didn't realize I had this already. He had 2 in the dollar bin, and this one was, well, actually he had $5 on the other one, which was in worse condition, but he said it was supposed to be $1, but I just picked up this one. A nice Gil Kane cover, Green Lantern for $1. Even though I have it, it would make a good thing, to throw in a A-OK with a stack of books. I don't have any issues of this. This is my first issue of this series. I actually lost out on quite a few issues at the flea market one day. I passed on them. I was trying to budget what I was at one dealer who had dollar books. I put 3 or 4 of these back, which I regret. I should have grabbed them. This is kind of a low-grade copy, but it was $1, and I'll check it out. See maybe if this series is any good, and then if it is, I might try to go after number 1 and some of the earlier issues. So all those were free. This is the last free book in the lot. Now, I didn't have this one. You know how sometimes you can tell what books you have and you don't have? And when I was younger, I could remember every single comic I had and every story in it. But as you get older, you challenge yourself to what can you remember? And to my surprise, I remember that I didn't have this one. Really cool Hulk cover, and it has the Defenders in it. So yeah, for $1, or well, it's free actually, but it was $1 in the beginning when I grabbed it. Okay, so the next 3 books were $20. So I bought these, and then so everything else I just showed you was free. Let's start out with this Avengers number 97. It's a pretty nice copy, probably in the 7.5 to 8.0 range. This is the Kree Skull War Part 9. Gil Kane cover. Did not have it. And whenever you can get an Avengers book from bronze or silver, complete your run, you're going to do it. And part of it is, I may have able to get this book cheaper on eBay. Well, maybe not with all the free stuff, but I like supporting my local shops whenever I can. So sometimes if I have to pay just a little bit more, I'll do it. And then those times where I get some good deals and it pays off. A nice Neil Adams cover, number 96, Kree Skull War number 8, and just a really killer Vision Neil Adams cover. Oh, I love it. It's got a bit of a chew on the corner there, but really you don't notice it. This really presents well, and yeah. But I've always been wanting this next one. This is the last one of the lot. Suddenly, the Submariner, and this has got to be Roy Thomas, because I read an interview with him, and he talked about how he used Shakespeare to inspire the way that he would write titles and dialogue at some points. So just a cool Submariner cover. It's not a key of any kind. This is one I've been wanting. I've been watching on eBay, but I usually don't buy these kind of books off eBay. I usually buy them on my LCS, so that's why I haven't got it till now. Herc, And I'm sure if you put pointed ears on Hercules without the strap, he looked just like Submariner from the background or from the back. Okay, so that was that lot. So the next lot I paid $100 for, and it comes from Simon Comics. So if you're following him on eBay, good job. If you go ahead and follow him on Instagram, this dude, young guy, grandson of Joe Simon, and he buys the most killerest Golden Age timely books ever. And his theme is to pick up stuff that his grandfather had a part in either as editor or as artist and story writer. But he always, when he does some trades and he gets a lot of Silver Age in those trades, he likes to get rid of them quick because he's not a Silver Age guy. So I picked up this lot. Let me see how many books are in it. I think it's 10. So it's 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, 9, 10 books in this lot. So you could say they're around $10 a piece, which is still, it was a decent price, but some of these books I got in here, really, really worth it. So that's Superman 186. And they're not really anything lower than a 4.5, except for the book that is the oldest and would be the most expensive. So it's Superman number 177. Really, really nice copy of that. The Menace Called It. Kurt Swan cover. This is one I've always wanted since I was a kid. It just never happened to get into my collection. Just because, I don't know, the story to me seems very intriguing. Anytime you got stories or cover appearances where you have Superman separate from Clark Kent, for some reason it wakes up the little boy in me. That's number 174. I think these are from 65. Yeah. And then that one's from October 64. Superman 172. And then you got Superman 169. And also anytime I can get Bizarro covers and main stories, I'm there. I don't know what it is. They're actually written really stupid or cheesy, but to me it doesn't matter. It's like they're fun. I don't know. It's this thing about the Bizarro idea and concept. I really love it. It's really oddball. Okay, so that is the end of those Supermans from the Silver Age. Superman title. Then you got Action Comics 314. Nice copy of that, where Superman is the Flash. The day Superman became the Flash. Which doesn't make any sense to me because really he has the Flash's power all along. But just another cool concept. Kurt Swan cover again. And then we got this one. Action Comics number 320. Another concept I love on the Superman covers is when he has like kind of like Greek gods or cavemen fighting him. I always want to find out what that's all about. So you got Atlas, Samson, and Hercules, all trying to take out Superman on this Action Comics 320. Okay, so the next one was the only Batman book in the lot from 1960, 10-cent cover price, $2.82. I just started reading this. Tell you guys, it's really, really, really cheesy, but it's fun at the same time. And this guy's head, it looks like a balloon that's just kind of with helium in it. Someone blew up a balloon and stuck it in there. But just a cool date stamp on it. I think it has like a British date stamp, if I'm not correct. If I'm I don't know how to say that. Anyways, Batman's interplanetary rival. Yeah, so cheesy. Okay, 2 more books in the Simon Comics lot. So anytime I can get Superman from the 50s, man, I love to put these in my collection. Number 130 from 1959. So yeah, I love 10-cent cover prices from DC. And they're getting harder and harder to kind of get, inexpensive anyway. And then the last in the lot, and this is what kind of sold me on buying the whole thing, is my oldest Golden Age Superman. I have one other Golden Age Superman. It's number 87 from 1954, February. So if you know, it's somewhere in the middle of 1954 to the end of 54 that the comic code started going on comic books. So I'm a big pre-code collector. If there's a series that has code and pre-code in it, I really never want to get those coded issues because the stories become so sterile because they were so afraid of upsetting the big Nazi people that ran that Comic Code Authority at the time. There was no leeway. They were very stern in what you could do and what you couldn't do, and they could actually deny your book going out on the stands. And if they did that, you had to go back and refix it, and that cost a lot of money. So people that were tiptoeing around the Comic Code Authority when it first came out for the next several years. And so you'll find that those stories are really terrible. So anytime you can get pre-code, that's what you go for. This has a detached cover on it, but I don't care. It's a really cool book. Wayne Boring art, which to me defines the Superman of the 50s. Some people really don't like his art. But that's the end of that lot from Simon Comics. So the next two books came from my comic shop. I seen this one for $8. And I thought it was so unique that I had to get it. Gay Comics #1 with a 7-cent cover price, which I've never... A lot of people have seen this book on Instagram, and that's the comment they make. They've never seen 7 cents cover price on a book ever. So it's just so unique. And so I got it for $8. And also this other one I had been looking at on my comic shop, so I threw it in my cart. It says it has a married cover, which is a cover that comes from another issue and is put on a cover list. To me, you can't tell the difference. It looks like the original. But because of that, this book was $10. So from 1946, Captain Marvel Jr. #39, a yellow cover which pops out, looks really, really good. And guys, if you're going to order from my comic shop, let me tell you, don't be cheap. It's worth the extra $3 in shipping. Your books will get there almost the next, like one business day, and then after that, your books will be at your house. If you get the cheapest one, which is $5, and you want to save $3, you're going to wait almost a week or more, a week and a half to get those comics. So I've learned, hey, pay the $3 extra. It's worth it. So those two are from my comic shop. We're into the last of the books. These are all eBay auction wins, except for the last one, which is another my comic shop buy. This was $15. I don't know if I showed this. This book took a long time to get in, almost 2 weeks before it got to my house. I paid $15 for it. It's all there. This is a Fox comic. What is this? It's from 1951. But this particular issue is really, really tough. It never comes up for sale too often. I don't know why. Murder Incorporated, and I don't even know what number that is. But August. This is August. So that was $15 off eBay. This was an auction win for $25. Smash Comics #67. It has a Lady Luck story in here. Mr. X and the Jester superhero. It has some really cool stuff in it. And that's from 1946. And then got this Doll Man. This was an auction win with shipping, was $50. Poison cover, skull cover, number 20 from 1949. So right there in the 40s, which I like to get them right there. Pretty cool. I love it. Glad to have that in my collection. And Doll Man's kind of a really, I don't know, quirky character, but he was very popular in the Golden Age. I don't think that's a character that would be too popular these days. I mean, DC did buy the quality rights to the character and did publish some Doll Man with Freedom Fighters during the 70s. This one popped up on eBay for $50 with free shipping. That is a steal on this book. Simon Comics, he collects this. This is Simon and Kirby cover. He has the same book, and he said he paid a little more for his copy. So anytime I can find these Golden Age adventures for $50 with covers, I'm always all over that. That's a tremendous steal. This is a book you could turn around and make $30 to $40 off if you wanted to. Not a problem. Has a lot of great stories in here. The Shining Knight, has Starman, and of course Sandman and some other stuff. Number 92, and that's from 1944. So that's pretty deep into the Golden Age war era. And then we got, this was my grandest win of the auction circuit this last couple weeks. May 9, number 15 from May 1949. Yes. Skull cover, Kid Eternity. It's a really, really tough book to get. There's another one listed on eBay right now for $2,000, but I don't know if it's worth that. But it is a scarce book out of the run. This book hasn't come up for sale in a long time anywhere. I think people just want to hold on to it. I'm not going to get rid of mine, that's for sure. Okay, so the last book, another book that is scarce. I've never seen it for sale since I've been collecting Golden Age, and my comic shop had it. They claim that it has water damage, and it does. It has water. You can see the staining, but since it's a black cover, it covers it up. And it makes it like it's not even there. You can see a little bit here. But this book is so cool. This is a one-shot book from 1944? 45. Bernard Bailey cover. Just a really, really scarce Golden Age book. And another one came up the same week on auction, but it was coverless for $75. So what did I pay for this one? I paid $160. With shipping, it came out to about $158, which I thought was really good. I don't know if this book will ever come up again, and I wanted to have it in my collection. This book ended up being $40 with shipping, like 50, I think 46 or something like that with shipping. So I thought it was a great deal, man. Yeah, that's my comic book collection right there. My comic book collection. That's my haul for this week. I got another huge Batman book coming in from the Golden Age, and hopefully it'll be here soon. And I think then I'm done for a while. I just realized Christmas is coming up, and so my inkling is to keep buying comics, but I thought, I better start saving my money. It's nice to get your Christmas shopping done by like November, so you're not like scrambling to the last minute. But before I go, my next haul is probably going to be, and I'm going to turn this camera over here. My cousin came by. My cousin's the one who got me started in comics in 1975. And he gave me all these comic books right here. And comic-related stuff. So that's pretty cool. I need to do a video on that. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. What happened? How come it's not? Oh, I turned it down. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. I really try to bring you guys some of the best eye candy that money can buy. So let me know what you think in the comments. What did you think of it? And we'll leave it there.